this round. Here's Quanell X.
Chose a Florida deputy who absolutely should have never been a cop in the first place. A Florida deputy who obviously was not trained by the right people, because totally this was Barney Fife. This was a cartoon character in uniform. This Florida deputy arrested a suspect who allegedly had stolen his girlfriend's car, was sending her threatening text messages, and he had a weapon on him from a 911 call. They pulled the car over, they searched the young man, no weapon in the car or on him. They pat him down real well, handcuff him behind his back, secure him, and place him in the vehicle in the police car. An Acorn hits the roof of the car. This cop falls to the ground, starts shooting recklessly into the car. Then he starts saying, shots fired, multiple shots fired. Then this damn fool goes on and say, I'm hit. With what, an Acorn? The Acorn never touched him. But the problem with this is the sergeant on the duty also, she starts shooting into the vehicle from the front of the vehicle because of his reckless conduct and behavior. What angers me about it is not one of them was charged with a crime. Not one charged with a crime. There's a double standard in America for when law enforcement officers commit crimes against citizens, particularly black citizens. They're not held to the same standard as a black person would be if the roles were reversed. He should have been charged with attempted murder. The sergeant, she also should have been charged like you charge black people all the time with the law of parties. Your conduct was criminal also. You can't justify criminal conduct based on what he did. Baby. Y'all both was wrong. They both should have been charged with attempted murder. That's what angers me, and that's what gives fuel to the movement of defund the police.
So initially, not to play devil's advocate, but there were multiple shots fired. He's just the one that shot him. So, there's a bunch of issues here. First of all, I'll take the sergeant's side. The question is, what would a reasonable police officer do? If a reasonable police officer, the sergeant, heard multiple shots, she had another officer saying that he was hit by a bullet and he was shot at, then I don't think it's unreasonable for her to return fire. I do not think she committed a crime. But Jesse Hernandez, I think it's Hernandez, right? Thank God it was a person of color, because I'd have had to listen to the litany of white bigoted slurs for the first few minutes of this segment. But this man, clearly, he's not Barney Fife, and maybe Barney Rodriguez, right? But he, again, not a white guy, but has no business. He's a coward is what he is, right? He was clearly terrified. This was dispatched as a car thief with a silencer and a gun. Obviously, it's absurd. So
why was he not charged?
Oh, I think he should be charged, absolutely. But I also think it goes deeper than that. People need to stop calling the police to referee life disagreements. Like if this guy was being physically abusive or threatening her with a gun, which I haven't seen, right? Then yeah, call the police. But when your boyfriend just won't bring your car back, the car that he probably drives with some frequency, don't involve the damn police.
But did she lie?
Well, I don't know.
In her 911 call, did she lie?
I don't have any idea.
Because if she did, she should be charged also.
Right. Well, no, because at the end of the day,
if she lied about him having a silencer just to get them to stop him,
right.
Oh yeah,
right.
absolutely.
Right. But they'd have to investigate that, and
and wasn't no weapon found when they did that.
At the absolute end of the day, the officer, the deputy, he's already resigned. I think he resigned because he knows what's coming. I would be shocked if he wasn't charged with a crime. I'll tell you in the next couple of weeks.
No, the grand jury said he is not to be indicted. The grand jury looked at it and no-billed him.
Very, very quick turnaround.
Exactly.
I think that possibly the federal government might step in and talk about a civil rights violation. I presume, although the man wasn't hit. He was not injured in the spray of gunfire, thank God. I do expect a civil suit, but Quanah, we're not supposed to agree. We're supposed to fight, right? But I absolutely agree with you that coward who used to have a badge should certainly be charged with, in Texas, it would have been deadly conduct.
But not the sergeant.
Absolutely not the sergeant.
So her conduct was not deadly conduct.
Well, no, the sergeant
She made a judgment call that was false.
The sergeant was acting, no, she didn't make a judgment call. She was
did.
instructed by the deputy.
She chose to pull her firearm out and fire into the vehicle multiple times. It was a false reason for doing it.
First off, how did those two miss so many times? Like, how they training cops? Like, well, we used to shoot every month when I was a cop. You got to qualify for the year. I was surgical. Pop, 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 pop.
Over 30 shots.
How you shooting 30
Over
bullets?
30 shots.
30 bullets. And you ain't hitting
It's
nobody.
called by the grace of God.
By the grace of God, I would agree.
By the grace of God,
Thank
that's
God
what
that
it's
guy
called.
wasn't hurt. I don't think if he was sending abusive text messages and then took the car and did return it without her permission, I think it's fair that she called the police. I don't think she should have, right? Unless he's being physically violent or threatening her. I think we need to not look at the police's
But he
life
should be in
referees.
jail.
And there are so many people.
But the cops should be in jail, both of
poor
them.
communities. No, the sergeant most certainly not, right? The sergeant.
She tried to kill that young
She
man.
didn't hit anyone. She was operating on the
Only by God's grace and luck she didn't hit him. And because she's a poor damn shot.
The reasonable belief that there was a shot.
So
officer.
let me ask you a question.
Okay, ask me a question.
If one of us go outside today
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's a different rule.
we thought that somebody had a gun coming toward us,
different rule.
and we shoot them up,
It's a different rule.
we going to the penitentiary.
I agree.
We
But
cannot
it's
use reasonable belief.
I disagree. I think
And they ain't got no
I
weapon.
think if no one was hit, and we can articulate the reasonable.
If no one
belief-
was hit,
look, if it was
we
my
are
class-
going to jail,
look,
boss.
Hey, let me promise you.
No, you're right.
I'm
I take
gonna
that back.
I'm
You're
gonna
right.
say this right
You
here.
ain't going no damn where.
I'm
You're
gonna
right.
say this right
I'm
here.
going to jail. You ain't going nowhere.
This whole myth of white people not getting
They
prosecuted.
will
was kinda
take my black
destroyed.
behind to jail. You ain't going nowhere.
I'm gonna put it right here.
They gonna take you to
I'm gonna put
Chick-fil-A.
it right here on TV. If you ever do that in this scenario as a sergeant, not the coward Hernandez or whatever the hell his name is. If you do it from the sergeant's perspective, you had a reasonable belief, you didn't hit anybody, you didn't shoot anybody, I got your criminal defense on me, pro bono. And I will walk you. I will walk you if they charge you, but they're not charging
You know why
you.
you do it for free?
Why?
Because you'll get so much TV time representing me.
Oh, God damn.
And you just want to stand
I'm
with
on
me
TV.
in public and be such a
we
handsome
on national
man.
TV 3
and
times
you know,
a year. Hey,
and you
hold
know
on.
all the beautiful
Hold on.
women will be crying
Hold
all
on.
across the country,
First off-
and they'll be sending you donations, afraid that I'm gonna be locked up, and all the girls will be like, "Not my
Firstly-
baby!
firstly,
Don't get rid of my
as you
baby!"
can-
And they'll send you the
as
tax
you can
income
see
checks,
on
that you'll be tax
TMZ
refund
and
lawyer.
everywhere,
All the beautiful women across
you
the
can
world will
see
be like, "They
I
trying to
don't
hurt my
talk to the
baby."
media
You
on
get paid
active
representing me.
cases. The only media I do.
All the
is
sugar
here
mamas
and
too,
the
they'll be
radio.
sending you a check
I don't
too.
talk to them. Unlike these whore lawyers, I don't talk to the media about active cases. I wouldn't publicize. You know, I'd be kind of embarrassed that I had to represent you, right? Because we
No,
ain't
you didn't,
friends.
sucker.
But here we are. I'm on the sergeant side, and I'm on your side, Quanell. Every damn time. Every damn time.